in the trees. It's coming.
Hello again. I thought I would take this opportunity to just run through, give you a quick run through of the Kate Bush records that I have on vinyl in honor of John, StaffsOwl, sending me a copy of the Red Shoes that I posted in another video. So let me just, show you some of the Kate Bush records that I have. I had, at one point, there were a few other pieces in the collection, and stupidly, I got rid of them. But I'll talk about that in a minute. First we have Kate Bush's The Kick Inside, her debut album. This is the American pressing of this. Kick Inside. Many of you may know this already, but Kate got her first record deal with the help of David Gilmour, Pink Floyd. Strong proponent of Kate early in her career. This is, I believe, a Canadian pressing of The Kick Inside. Same back cover, but obviously a different front cover. And then I have a German pressing of The Kick Inside. I have seen these three different covers for that album, and I've been told that there are a couple more, but I haven't seen them, even online, just searching. So, and then we have Kate Bush's Lionheart. I need to find a replacement copy of this record. Not because, and the record's fine, but it's got a little ring wear there. And I'm picky about that kind of stuff. So, anyway, Kate Bush's Lionheart. At the point where, Kate Bush has never really done much touring, but at the point where she completed the Lionheart album, she went out on tour for that. And it was quite a production. There are video documents of it. Even online, even on YouTube, you can find video documents of it. But this is a Kate Bush on Stage. It's a 4-track EP. It's kind of a document from that period of time. She went out, took the Lionheart tour on stage. This is another EP that came out around the same time, actually right before or right after Never Forever, which I'll show you here in a second. But anyway, 4-song EP. I think, if I remember correctly, one of these... Oh yeah, this one. I've got a couple versions of this. But I was a member of the Kate Bush fan club way back when, and I all kinds of things I got from the Kate Bush fan club. Not only newsletters, but prints and photos and all kinds of other things. And none of that stuff really made it through the years, but I do have an 8x10 color shot of that same sort of thing from the cover. And then both of these are from the Babushka video. So another 8x10 there. So Babushka itself came from this album. It's called Never Forever. Wonderful cover art there. Just amazing. One of those pictures you can sort of just get lost in. And then she sort of took a turn stylistically with the Dreaming. This was around the time that artists like Kate Bush and Peter Gabriel and Laurie Anderson were all starting to use the Fairlight synthesizer. And this is just an amazingly creative album. As are most of Kate Bush's albums. I don't know. I'm very partial, but I think all of her stuff is really creative. If I had to pick a Kate Bush album that was, let's say, in my top 3, this would be one. The Dreaming. Hounds of Love was the next album of hers to come out. And this... not surprisingly, if you know anything about Kate Bush, this is one of those albums that most Kate Bush fans, including myself, would claim is a favorite. It's just a fantastic album. This is desert island disc material. If you know anything about Kate Bush, or if you want to know anything about Kate Bush, this is the thing to have, definitely. I need to thank Jeff, Glowing 00 Cabbage, for sending me this 7-inch, which is the 7-inch for Kate Bush's Hounds of Love. Definitely appreciate that, Jeff. Speaking of 7 inches and things that I used to own of Kate Bush, I used to have something of hers called the Single File, which was a box set of all the singles that she had out up to that point. And really, I mean, that's one of the things I regret most about selling from my previous vinyl collection. Obviously, I didn't sell it all, but I definitely regret selling that big time. There are a couple people in the vinyl community that have that box set. If you tune into the other Jeff, or one of the other Jeffs, Jeff Recordman 1958, I think it is. He definitely has the single file box set still, and it's a wonderful thing, and I kick myself every time I think about giving that up. Hard to find now, definitely. Very expensive. Another thing from Jeff Glowing 00 Cabbage is the 12-inch for Hounds of Love. Very much appreciated there. It's in the trees. It's coming. Two things that I sort of got rid of and regret getting rid of in the Kate Bush catalog. One is that single file box set. Another is I had a whole bunch of 12-inch singles. Most of them from the Hounds of Love period. I had, you know, basically every 12-inch single that was released from the Hounds of Love album. And I think I had a couple from the album right before that. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But anyway, I got rid of those too. So thanks to Glowing 00 Cabbage, Jeff, I now have that back again in my collection. This is the Audio Fidelity copy, the reissue, Audio Fidelity reissue of Hounds of Love. Reissued as a gatefold. Numbered limited edition. Mine is 663. I've forgotten how many that's out of. But audiophile pressing on marbled vinyl. Very cool to have that. Very nice pressing too. It sounds awesome. This is a compilation that came out shortly after Hounds of Love. I don't know if that was the record company trying to ride on the popularity of Hounds of Love. But anyway, it's a compilation of her stuff, kind of a greatest hits package. I also have a couple flats, a couple Kate Bush flats from that period, and just tucked away in the album here, a magazine ad for the whole story. Experiment 4. Another thing from around the same period. You can see a little picture of the whole story down there. So this was released around the same time. Experiment 4, a 3-song EP. So sort of a single from the Greatest Hits album. And Wuthering Heights with a new vocal on there, and December Will Be Magic Again. So Experiment 4. And then my original version of Kate Bush's The Sensual World. Thought there was more going on in there than just that. So The Sensual World. And then Audio Fidelity did a repressing of The Sensual World as well. Really nice job with that, 180 gram. It's just black vinyl, just black vinyl. I have number 262 of however many they pressed. I should really find out to know how rare that actually is. So definitely an audiophile pressing, sounds wonderful. This one, once again, thank you to my friend John in the UK. Lovely add to the collection. Really, really desired add to the collection. This is the Red Shoes. And something I picked up at a Chicago record show at one point. I really don't have any idea how rare this is, but there is a it's a single, basically. I'll kind of show you the whole package put together here. It's a single for "And So Is Love" from the Red Shoes, and it's a picture disc single. And it also comes with what they call a giant fly poster. So I'm not going to pull that out and open it all the way up, but really fairly large. I mean, this is a gigundous poster, which is part of the reason I'm not opening it up. You get a feel for how big it is right there. Again, I have no idea how rare that is. I was just having a conversation with somebody about this not long ago. I don't tend to collect for rarity's sake. I tend to collect just because I like the artist or I like the music, and that was definitely the case with that. I saw that, and my guess is that because it came from the Red Shoes period, that it might be somewhat rare, but still, I just love having it in the collection. Sadly, one album that I don't yet have on vinyl is Kate Bush's Aerial. It's kind of a nice CD package. Got a nice thick booklet in it and 2 CDs. I really like this album. I want to find it on vinyl. I've heard a lot of people, even Kate Bush fans, talk about how this isn't that great an album. I love it. I love this album. I won't say it's my favorite Kate Bush album, but it's a damn good album. So that's the one I need to find right now on vinyl. And then, of course, we have the massive package that was Director's Cut, which is where Kate sort of redid a lot of her older songs, sort of remixed them and reworked them in a new style. This is a gatefold. Got to be careful with it because it's monstrously heavy. It's a gatefold, huge booklet in there. I've shown this in another video, but huge booklet with lyrics, and that's a cool photography. Maybe that wasn't the best picture to be holding up. So Kate Bush's Director's Cut. Another album, I guess, in the Kate Bush catalog that kind of caught some flack from fans. I really think this is pretty wonderful. The version of Deeper Understanding that's on here, I don't care for at all. And I mentioned that in another video too. It's just the auto-tune stuff that she does in there to try and simulate a computer just doesn't. It turns me off, actually. But I really like most of the rest of what she's done on here. I think this is a really fantastic album. And then finally, and I'm not going to take this out because it's in one of those sleeves that makes it difficult to get it in and out, but this is 50 Words for Snow. And if you want to hear more about this particular album, I've done a full-fledged video just on this. So, and I'm sure there are other people that have talked about it too. But if you're interested in my thoughts on this album, go back and check. I think it's just called Kate Bush 50 Words for Snow. I ramble on and on and on about that album. But speaking of rambling on and on and on, I don't want to do this anymore to you guys. So if you're with me at this point still, I appreciate you watching. That was my Kate Bush collection. Still kind of, as I go to record stores, I'm still hoping to get some of those 12-inch singles back that I had, and maybe get lucky at some point and find a copy of the singles file. But I'm pretty pleased with what I have so far, and definitely one more thank you to John, to StaffsOwl, for sending me that copy of the Red Shoes, and to Jeff, Glowing 00 Cabbage, for sending me the 7-inch and the 12-inch of Kate Bush's Hounds of Love. Appreciate those. Thanks for watching.